for that. Niestety portugalski nie jest moją mocną stroną. Dlaczego warto będzie posłuchać? Dlatego, że Nadhine przywiozła trochę piw z Brazylii, którymi was poczęstuje, więc jeśli lubicie darmowe piwko, to polecam podejść trochę bliżej. A przed wami Nadhine. Przed wami Nadhine. Jakieś drobne brawa na zachętę? Okej.
Thank you. It will be the same difficult for me to say your name, so it's fine.
Close. Okay.
So, good afternoon. I came to speak a little bit about the Brazilian craft beer market, and I brought some beers and cachaça for you guys try too. So, let's talk a little bit about it. Who am I? My name is Nadhine Franca. I am a Brazilian brewer and a beer sommelier too, and also beer judge. I became the first woman to be president of the Abracerva. Abracerva means the National Association of Craft Beer in Brazil. Has been a while, and now I am living in Budapest. So that's it, the reason that I am here in Europe now. Yeah. Since I am living in Europe, I met a lot of you guys that don't know about the Brazilian craft beer market, and I brought some numbers. Brazil in production of beer, it's only below China and USA. So we have amount of production, and most of this production is because of the mass production of Ambev and Heineken. You probably know Ambev as AB InBev, but in Brazil it's called Ambev. But besides the big companies, we have now almost 1,800 brewers nowadays. This market is the movements a huge amount of money, 70 billions. This is a number of the last year. So, and about the importation and exportation, 30 millions of imports and 120 exportation. The importation in Brazil, it's most Belgian beers, Belgian, German, and North American beers. And beside the mass light beer, what we have in the craft beer scene. Nowadays, we have trends using the native fruits and also the Brazilian woods that normally it was used only for cachaça. Because of this, I brought some. And it's an entire new world in the production of beer because this native Brazilian woods, it's only used in Brazil. So we have actually there is something also a box of small dices of wood. There is a box with small dices of woods.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would get that.
Yeah. Talking about wood, I just remember that it's not here the dices of wood. You can also try to smell and feel the difference about the Brazilian woods. I hope he will find it. We also are using the wild yeast in Brazil now, and there is something different about this terroir. Thank you. So, what's the difference about the Brazilian fruits? This is I separate it by the regions of the biomes, and this one is called Mata Atlântica. It's the place that I used to live, and some fruits in this location is just exclusive in this location. Jabuticaba is the first one, araçá, and pitanga. Pitanga is amazing. In the middle of this continental country, we have this biome called Cerrado, and some of the fruits, specific fruits from this region, it's mangaba, cajá, and baru. And of course, the region of the forests, Amazonia, and it's an infinite number of fruits in this region, but I brought some. Açaí, maybe some of you know because there's few places in Europe selling it. Cupuaçu and Guaraná. And I don't know if most of you know about it, but passion fruit, it's a native Brazilian fruit. And I know most of you love beer with passion fruits. I cannot talk about this topic without talk about coffee. Coffee is not a Brazilian fruit, but Brazil is the biggest production of coffee in the world, so it's a huge important thing in the place, and most of the brewers can use it. And I already saw some Europeans brewers using coffee from Brazil as well. Here's some beers using the Brazilian fruits. Acerola, jabuticaba, passion fruits. And this group of beer here is from a brewery called Amazon Beer. And funny story about this brewery, I met a guy in an event like this, and he met the owner of the Amazon Beer, and he cannot believe that these fruits exist because the name is so strange. And in Amazon, we can do this kind of stuff. It can be impossible to someone who don't know that there is a fruit called pripioca. So it's a strange thing, and everybody was like, I never hear about it, but yes, it's an Amazonic fruit. I brought few Brazilian woods too, and the characteristics that it can bring to the beverage inside the berry, all using the dice, like I say before. Jequitibá, it's a really neutral wood, but it can make the beer or the cachaça softer, more easy to drink. It's also, most of these woods bring some sweetness too. Ipê, the second one, that have some characteristics of nuts, chestnuts specifically. Cumaru, maybe some of you know about it because it's very used nowadays, like fava tonka. the seed of this tree, it tastes and smells really strong in a way of cinnamon or spices. And amburana is another one. This one is really, really strong taste. So you have to be careful to use it. It has some similarities with kumaru, with the cinnamon and also vanilla taste, but it's really strong. So take care using it. This is a explanation made by this the company of the diocese. The characteristics each wood can bring to the beer, and also about the intensity of the woods. So amburana is the strongest, and balsamo and kumaru after. Ipê, castanheira is the oak, the normal oak. And putumuju, eucalyptus, jequitibá, and last one, jequitibá is the softness, more neutral. And how you can say the intensity of these characteristics can be really strong in the Brazilian woods. This is about this diocese and the Dona Havanas, the place who made it. After I finish my speaker, you can came here and smell it. Some Brazilian beers that use this kind of it is wood aged in the Brazilian beers, in Brazilian woods. The Tanoa is just from the same company, so they made this kind of exercise to try each Brazilian wood with different types of beer. And the last one is aged in sassafras. Sassafras, it's one of my favorites. So, what we will drink now? I brought some good stuff. Bioma is this can. Is a Russian Imperial Stout. Yeah. No, but you can pull all of them by.
They see it's something fun. Well,
And so Bioma is the Russian Imperial Stout, and they call it Bioma. It's biome in Portuguese, because they try to bring the characteristics of the Bioma Cerrado in this beer. It is made with vanilla do Cerrado. It's a type of vanilla of orchids from this region. Kumaru as well. And the notes, the baru. It's a strong one. I didn't know that it would be in order, but if someone wants to try.
right down. Like,
Yeah.
Jeśli ktoś chce spróbować, to można podejść i spróbować, a Nadhine będzie mówiła dalej.
they do. Open to.
Like they want to. I was also need one. Yes. So, who eats already with the beer? This is a strong smell it's most of the kumaru. Kumaru brings this spicy cinnamon sweetness. I hope you enjoy. And it's collaborative between the Cervejaria Dádiva and the brewery Duas Cabeças. I'm mixing. I brought another beer from Dádiva. This one is another collaboration between Dádiva and the Oca. And it's a wild ale with passion fruits. Yeah, it could be the first one, right? But can be good to clean the taste after the kumaru. Or people who don't like the imperial stouts can taste this one. So this is made with wild ale from Brazil and the normal Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Don't rush. It's fine. But I can help you actually. No, I will help them. Good night. That's difficult with the microphones.
Oh, I would take this estate.
I tried. So this beer can bring this mineral, and of course the sour is the principal characteristic, but there is some mineral and phenolic taste as well. You can come and try it. And during your tasting, I can talk a little bit more about the Dádiva brewery. It's from São Paulo, the state. It's not from the city. It's in the countryside of São Paulo. And I love the place. I made some collabs with they too. The first picture is about experiments that they made before. It's called Odonata, and they try a lot of different Brazilian woods with Russian Imperial Stout base. I am missing this series because it was amazing. And I also brought some beers from the brewery Zalais. This one is called Fumaça 09. It's smoke 09. And Zalais is a farm, actually, but they started with a brewer too. And it's an amazing place. I will show the place and we can talk about the beer after. This is the place.
Also,
It's an amazing farm, and they also have a huge production of coffee. My favorite coffee in Brazil actually is from Zalais. It's difficult to find someone who is in Minas Gerais, the place, to bring to me in Budapest, but it happens sometimes. And in this picture, we can see cascara. Cascara is the peel of the coffee, and it can be used to make tea, but can be used in the beer too. So, and they do this kind of stuff. They have the production of banana, tomarillo, some kinds of orange, and it can be used for the farm and for the beer production. So this is the fumaça, and we will try to. So the fumaça is ready, so you can taste it. Yeah, it's so sour, but it's really easy to drink. And you can smell the smoke. I prefer beer tasting with collaboration of the people who is tasting, but in this format is a little bit more difficult.
I probably have 10 minutes. Okay.
So that continues. Zalais is in the state of Minas Gerais, is in the countryside as well. It's a small brewery, a farm, but it's an amazing place to visit. I brought two types of cachaça. And why? Né? It's a beer festival, but we use a lot of the Brazilian wood in the aged of cachaça. So, and this one is one of my favorites, of course. I only bring things that I like it. And the Weber House, it went through 7 woods. So it have a complex characteristic of a lot of the Brazilian woods. Maybe there is anyone who don't know what is cachaça? Everybody knows what is cachaça, or I'm talking in Greek. Cachaça is a Brazilian spirit, and it is similar to a rum. It's made by the sugarcane as well, but not the melaço. Né? The rum it's made with the melaço is a process to make sugar, and cachaça is made with it's like the juice of the sugarcane. Maybe you already tried caipirinha at least once. Let's take one. So, I don't know if most of you guys are Polish, but if you can drink vodka, it's easy for you. It's alcoholic, but it's really, really sweet. And the sweetness it's only uh, brought for the woods. So this is the amazing thing about the amburana, about the kumaru. This one is from the state of Santa Catarina, and it have a lot of prizes in Brazil and in the world. The woods that it went through, it's French and American oak, Amburana, Bálsamo, Sassafras, my favorite, and Cabreúva and Grapia. And you can smell some of this in these dices. If someone is interested to know more about the Brazilian woods, just came here and we can talk about it. The last one is a bonus and a tricky one. It's called Meu Garoto. It's like my boy, and it have this flower and leaves. It's called jambu, and this kind of flower and the leaves are used in the culinary, like in some dishes, but it have the numbing sensation in the mouth. So it's an experience. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, it's native from Brazil, but you can find in another place in the world. I hope it will be a new thing for you. It's a different experience. It's right. I helped with production of a beer using this. The beer didn't have the same sensation, but it's different. It's like a tea, maybe going to a tea taste in the beer, but can be really good. So after taste this one, don't go running to a really good beer or an expensive one because your mouth can be like a little bit numby. You can come and try.
So,
Hmm?
how people say that
To use it can be the fresh or frozen.
frozen.
Yeah. He asked them about how use this flour in the beverage. I don't know, in beer, and we use frozen in this beer that I help it, but we can use the fresh plants, the entire plants as well. Did you try it? Yeah. It's not so easy to drink like the last one, but it's a different experience in the mouth. Did you like it? So I hope this part of presentation can be more dynamic. So I hope you have some questions for me. And I would like to say thank you. It's my first time in Warsaw. Actually, it's my first presentation in English, so I was dying inside. I hope you take it easy with me. And I would say thank you for you guys to say being so kind of with me. So that's it. If someone have some questions, please.
Co takie słabe oklaski? Weźcie trochę większe, wypijcie trochę kaczasy. Thank you very much. A za chwileczkę będziemy mieli kolejne wydarzenia na scenie, także nie odchodźcie za daleko. Dziękuję Ci bardzo, Nadine. A za chwilę będą piwni przewodnicy, jeśli się tu jacyś pojawią. Piwni przewodnicy, jeśli są